Now it's time for another update from the October release of the Creative Cloud. It's back to Adobe MAX to see how to make the most out of your online creative profile.
So it's been really amazing for both Scott and me over the last 6-9 months watching this stuff come together. In particular, when they started to connect with the desktop apps, the workflows that those enabled, even inside Adobe as we were working with them, really just blew our minds. But one of the things you highlighted, Scott, during the demos was the connection, not just with our desktop apps, but the connection between the mobile apps and community. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure, David. So the creative profile, which was certainly a theme of today's demos, actually got its origins with the Behance portfolio and this notion of all of your public work being collected in one place. The creative profile opens up all kinds of possibilities for integrating Behance into creative workflows, like quickly publishing work in progress from your desktop and mobile apps, adding portfolio projects directly from many of the mobile apps that we saw today, and having endless inspiration, just endless inspiration at your fingertips. So integrating community into the tools that you use makes sharing your work and getting feedback and attribution a more natural part of the creative process.
Yeah, and it really has been working well. We now have over 4 million members on Behance. Scott is very excited about that, as are we all. That's a huge milestone for the team. 20,000 projects every day get uploaded now. And here's the cool part. They're actually getting uploaded earlier in the process, which means the creative community is helping everyone that's posting improve the work before it's finished. So really starting to leverage the creative community in the finished work itself, which is great to see. But the really amazing thing for me has been watching as this community has evolved and grown, some interesting dynamics starting to take shape. Some members, we're seeing more and more members now joining and posting portfolios as they're looking for a job. And we're seeing more and more people, creative directors and recruiters, joining Behance to find and hire creative talent. So in effect, a talent market was starting to take shape. Now, Behance has always been about the community first, so instead of hearing about it from Scott and me, let's hear from the Behance members themselves.
So on Behance page, I created this Japanese Supergirls section, and that got picked up by Japanese media. And then all of a sudden, they're like, do you want to be on Japanese TV with this famous comedian? And that was exciting.
A lot of things changed when I posted this personal project on Behance called Facebook Facelift, which was like this concept of a different way to think about Facebook and how it's structured and how it looks. And I was kind of like overwhelmed with the feedback I was getting. A lot of freelance work just came in as a result of that.
We're always on the hunt for the industry's best designers, the best creatives, and using Behance on a day-to-day basis is a very important thing for us going forward.
It's a nice community because it's really based on professionals sharing their ideas. I use it very much as inspiration.
So whenever we start out doing creative searches, Behance is always the first place we start. We need a lot of very specific but very high-level creative skill sets. And so Behance allows us to do searches where we can get really specific about what it is that we're looking for and be able to find the best talent.
Behance is a very valuable resource, and in our industry, the most important thing is talent. I use Behance not just professionally, but just because I like looking at good work. You can look at a resume till you're blue in the face, but ultimately it's the work that is what you're interested in. And so Behance is the best platform for the work that we're looking for.
So you too can be on Japanese TV. Scott, I know this has been a personal passion of yours for over a decade. You and the team have been fiercely focused on this moment, and it's a big deal. We're today officially announcing Talent Search on Behance. You want to take us through that?
Yeah, no, I'd love to. So over the years, we've been working to organize all of the portfolio content on Behance and enable the creative community to start curating itself. With Talent Search, we want to try to leverage the network to connect creatives with opportunity. And so here are a few things that are driving Talent Search. So the first is that Talent Search capitalizes on the portfolio rather than the traditional resume. So by organizing and indexing portfolios in real time, we can help creatives get discovered in new ways and possibly foster more meritocracy in the creative world. Talent Search provides search capabilities for the full Behance platform, so much more than just Behance's website, including dozens of portfolio networks powered by Behance for top art and design schools like RISD and SCAD and Pratt, as well as thousands of other personal portfolio sites. So Talent Search gives companies this incredible reach and access to the next generation of creative talent. And finally, Talent Search lets us tap what we like to call the creative graph for recommendations. With data about every public project published, community curation, and the relationships between top creatives in every field, we've developed recommendation algorithms to help match creatives with opportunity. And your recommendations only improve as you discover more people.
Right, and this actually surprised both Scott and me as we started to see the creative graph, all of the data and associations with the creatives on Behance come together with our imaging science. The recommendations that were being made were mind-blowing. You want to take us?
Yeah. So let me give you a sneak peek here at Talent Search. And so you'll see here I have my activity feed, which I see every day when I open up my browser. So I'm going to jump into talent searches. And so these are my running talent searches right now. This is the new product that we're launching today. And you can see I'm running a search for a photographer for a Max shoot. I'm running a bunch of fun searches here to test out the product, including one for an illustrator for a children's book I'd love to write someday. So I'm going to jump into that search. And you'll see I'm seeing a lot of the candidates that are being recommended to me by the system. The system is cleverly giving me different types of illustrators I may want to consider working with, as well as people that are discovered by me using all sorts of premium tools that I get as a talent searcher, and those that apply to the opportunity if I make it a public posting. So I'm just going to scroll down here, and you'll see the types of people that are being recommended to me. And let me click on Anna. So Anna is a candidate here, and you can see her portfolio, and you can see it's a real distinctive style of illustration. And listen, I might want to connect with her. I can direct message her. I can shortlist her for the search. But let's say she's busy. Let's say she comes back and is like, hey, sorry, I can't work with you. What if I could see similar candidates based on the creative graph and all the information we know about her? And so here you can see a run of other similar sort of stylistically, illustrators that I might want to consider working from all over the world.
Right, and this is not just a short list of people who have designated themselves as children's book illustrators. This is really looking at the image science and finding similarity matching. Now, the really amazing thing about this is when you can narrow in on a single project. So let's take a look.
Yeah, sure. So similarity and using some of the image recognition technology that we found around Adobe and some of the data science. Here's another example of a portfolio of someone who I've been following for a while in Australia. And I'll click on this project of his that is all about The Great Gatsby. He did some sort of thing for perhaps the movie. And you can see that I have this option at the side here called View Projects Like This. This is great for art buyers as well as just people trying to understand, the similarities between work out there. So I'm going to click this, and what you'll see is, again, the creative graph at work for me returns from the millions of projects on Behance, projects that have like a real distinct level of similarity.
Yeah, this is going to make it much more efficient as people are looking for talent and looking for ideas. So thank you very much, Scott.
Super excited. Thanks,
Great.
David.
Thanks. So big day today for everything we're doing in mobile, big day for Behance with 4 million members and this new Talent Search product. And here's the simple focus we have with Talent Search. We want to do everything we can to help Creative Cloud members grow their careers. Talent Search is a big step forward for all of the reasons Scott just mentioned, and one more. The leading employer for creative professionals is the marketing department. Who gets this? They spend $300 billion a year hiring creative talent. Now, many of those marketing departments use Adobe Marketing Cloud to run and track their campaigns. So the teams are hard at work combining our Marketing Cloud and our Creative Cloud, so it's much easier for Creative Cloud members to find jobs, and it's much easier for Marketing Cloud customers to find and onboard creatives. This is a really big deal, and I think this is going to drive billions of dollars of opportunity to Creative Cloud members over the next few years, and it's going to make the marketing departments using our products much, much more agile and productive. So if you're a Creative Cloud member and you're not using Behance, give it a try. It's a great way to stay connected with the 4 million creatives you just saw, connected into your development or your creation process. It's a great way to find the next project or job that you're looking for. And it's a great way to hire some amazing talent if you're looking to grow your own teams.
We really want to hear from you, so take part in our Twitter competition by sending in a creative tweet to tell us about your top Creative Cloud features. Our Adobe panel of judges will select their favourite tweet from each Northern European country, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland and the UK. The winners will receive a 12-month membership to the Creative Cloud. But not only that, the overall tweet from all the regions will win a Microsoft Surface Pro 3. So get posting your tweets using the hashtag #CreateNow. The competition is open from midday on the 10th of November till midnight on the 13th of November. And you can see full details, terms and conditions at this URL. Good luck.